Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Harika. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how we can actually extract values from the XML. So in my previous videos, if you have watched on API automation, I have already discussed on how we can parse values from a API, which is of the format JSON. So excuse me. So if you are not sure what is an API, or what are different types of APIs, REST and SOAP API, JSON and XML formats, and how we can actually perform these actions using HTTP requests, everything I have explained clearly in the previous videos, which has a playlist called API automation. I will give the link for this video in the description. You can either check it out there, because this video will give you a full idea about the API automation. And also, if you're using an XML, so in this video I'm going to show you two different formats of XMLs. So let me just take you to that. So here I have a sample, I'm sorry, sample dot XML, so which has a normal structure. Okay, and I am also going to show you something which is of type an array. So if you see, we have a type which is of an array which has a different multiple emails under a single email thread. Okay, these are the different threads of XML. So in both the formats, both the ways of XML, how we can actually parse the values. So that I'm going to show you in this video. It's quite simple. All you have to know is the basics. And if you wanted to know the API and API automation right from the beginning, I would recommend you go to this video on my channel, which is API automation. What you can do is go onto my channel and go to the playlist, and here you can find API automation view full playlist. So you can just go over here and you can just see these three videos, which is just close to 1 hour. It will give you complete idea of what is API automation, and definitely you can crack the questions if you get any in your interviews. So yeah, now I am going to take you to this automation. So how you can actually do, so let me just take a sequence and I'll show you. So firstly, I'll show you what are the prerequisites that you need to have is under packages, you have web API package. So UiPath.web API.activity. So just install that package into your local. So once after that's done, the next step is going to be you have to read that particular XML file. So how you can do that? You should have read text file activity to do that. Just pull in over here. And now I am going to first take the sample.xml. So I have shown you the format of it. So this is the format. So if you see here inside address, we have the address of the student. Okay, and inside the college thread we have the student. So this is the thread. So you can just understand how this thread is actually. Okay, this is one XML format. Okay, so inside college we have student thread, and inside student thread we have first name, last name, contact email and address, and inside address you have city, state and pin. Okay, so this is how the format is. So now what my requirement is, so firstly I am using this particular, I'm reading that XML file and create a variable. Okay, so once after that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deserialize the XML. Let's pull this over here, and I should pass the string. So we have the string over here. I'm passing the text, and this will return you the XML document. Just take. Okay, so once after that's done, the main part is over here. So now we will log this and we will see how this is actually looking once after we log it over here. So just to debug the file. Just give me 1 second. I think I'm running one more process somewhere. Just give me 1 second. So yes, here, let me just take this file. I've actually opened this in another, I have opened the studio, and I've both the files opened at the same time. So that's why it was not running. Let me just debug this file and we will see what is there in this particular XML doc. So the process has finished the execution. So if you see here, I have the whole XML that I have shown you in my logs, right? So now what's my requirement is, so I wanted to take the first name. Okay, so how you can actually parse this? So let's take a log message. Okay, so just like how we will use the token and everything, special keys and all in the HTTP request in the form in the JSON. So here we have something called as elements. Okay, so just take the element. So what element you wanted to take here? If you see, I want the first name. Okay, but first name, if you see, it is inside the student thread, and the student thread is inside college thread. So you should pass the values continuously, like it inside college, inside student, inside first name. So how you can write it? College. Okay, the element inside the college, and inside that we have student, and inside student we have first name. Okay, and the value that I wanted to print here, right? So now the first name will get printed. Okay, so what is the value inside the first name? Tamanna, right? So it got printed. And now let's say if you wanted to print the pin code, so how you have to do that? You cannot directly go to the address. You should come inside the student, and then you should go into the address, and then into the pin. So now I will show you how you can do that. Let's copy one more log message. So college student, then address. Just copy this value. Okay, then address, element, and then inside that I wanted to take the pin. Okay, dot value pin. Okay, just say okay and print it. So that is a way you have to follow the thread. Okay, um output. So perfect, right? So this is how you can actually print multiple values. So you can just take the assignment of how you can print the last number, how you can print the state, city, and all that. Okay, and I will show you one more format. So I hope this is simple and this is quite straightforward for all of you. Let me take one more sequence. The second sequence, I will show you how you can actually print the values that are in the array format. So here inside emails we have multiple, right? So whenever I am running the workflow, I wanted to get the body of all the things that are there. So how we can actually do that? So I'll show you that. So firstly, the main thing remains same, read text file. So just bear with my voice, my throat is not good. So where exactly it's there in the emails.xml. So I'll just quickly do the thing because it's the same that I have shown you in the first example. Deserialize XML, just pass that text over here and take the doc value. Okay, so once after that's done, what's the next step? So here, excuse me, here what I'm doing, this doc value contains multiple values. Okay, so here I'm taking the element. Okay, and here I have emails. Okay, emails. And under emails, I have each mail. Okay, each email I have, and inside each email I have all this, right? So in order to get the each email, what I will do is I will take elements, okay, because there are multiple values inside each email. Okay, right? And emails is not declared. Okay, okay, now I will debug this. So now here, okay, it contains get elements. Okay, so now what we have to do is here. So now as we have multiple values inside this, we got this error, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a for each activity. So here we have multiple values inside this. So I'm just copying this values. And if you want to see, we can just do one thing. We can just remove this part and just say value and say okay. We can just see till here like what's happening. Till that emails part, it will show all the email inside that particular emails thread. Okay. So if you see, all the values are displayed, but we want only the body to be displayed, that also in a systematic structured way. So what I'm going to do here, I will take that value elements of the email, but if you see the object is of type system dot xml dot link dot x element. Okay, this is x element. So what I'm going to do here is just copy this and change this value. Okay, this is current item, right? I'm taking the current item, and from the current item, I wanted to inside each mail. Okay, so inside each email, I wanted to take the body of it. Okay, the value. Okay, so this is perfect, right? So here what I'm doing, I'm taking all the elements from this email, and I'm taking each element at a time, and from each element I'm taking the body. Okay, so this should give me all the body of that particular email. That means, hello brother, please start moving. Smoking is injurious to health. And also this one, happy birthday, Tom. So four bodies has to be displayed. Okay, so if you see, okay, this is the first one, but I am going to delete this. Okay, and now I will run this workflow again because that one is not needed. So it has finished the execution. One, two, three, four. So four different bodies all have been displayed. So that is how we can actually do. What we have done here is we have taken the XML doc and from the elements from the email, and we know there are multiple elements inside email, right? So there are multiple elements inside this corresponding email, right? Three and 4. There are multiple elements inside this. So we have opened it, and inside each element we want to print the body of that particular value. Okay, so that is what I have done here. So there are multiple elements inside this, and inside each element, one element at a time, which is the body, right? So this is how you can actually parse the values with the different formats of XML. So I hope this video is useful. I will share this XMLs in the text format in the display in the description. You can just check it out that, and you can use those values for testing and for hands-on. So if you have any questions or if you are facing any issues while performing this, you can just let me know in the comments. I will be happy to help you. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you with one more interesting video next time. So till then, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and like and share the videos.